As we enter into the new year, so many of us feel this familiar pressure to reset everything, to fix everything, to perfect everything, our routines, our habits, our goals, our lives. But here's the truth. Most of us aren't struggling because we lack discipline. We're struggling because we're trying to force routines that aren't aligned with who we are or who we are becoming. And as we enter into a new season, what matters most is not doing more. It's getting honest about what's actually working and what isn't. I'm Kylie Kwan, a self-development life coach and founder of Courage to Course Correct. I help women go from overwhelm to ownership by using reflection, awareness, and aligned action to reclaim who they are and the life they actually want to be living. And today, I want to talk about something that affects all of us: why routines fall apart, why we blame ourselves, and how to realign with intention instead of guilt. Because as we step into the new year, this is one of the most important conversations you can have with yourself. We often treat routines like rigid rules. We wake up at a certain time, do this every day, and if you stop, you failed. If you don't follow it perfectly, there's something wrong with you. But routines aren't meant to hold us hostage. They're meant to support us. When routines stop working, it doesn't mean that you're broken or inconsistent or uncommitted. It usually means that you've shifted, that your season changed, that what you needed evolved. The routine that was built from old programming or things that are not presently true. Life changes, circumstances change, energy changes, you change. The human experience is not static. It's actually really fluid. So your routines must be allowed to evolve too. Here's the part we don't talk about enough. When our routines fall apart, most of us go straight into the shame spiral. I should be better at this. Why can't I stay consistent? What's wrong with me? Everyone else can do it. Why can't I? But what's actually happening is this: you're holding yourself to a version of you that no longer exists. And underneath that shame, there are often subtle influences: childhood conditioning, cultural expectations, societal pressures, perfectionism, fear of disappointing others, the belief that your worth is measured by how well you perform. I know that I'm guilty of this. We carry limiting beliefs we didn't even choose and disown parts of ourselves we learn to really hide. Routines built from that place will never feel aligned. And this doesn't mean that you failed. It just means that you're human. It means that you're a spiritual being having a human experience. And this is the part of the journey where awareness becomes your liberation. So how do we reset? How do we create routines that feel grounded, supportive, and sustainable? It starts with honesty, true honesty. So asking yourself, what do I think? What do I want? What do I need? What do I desire? And do I know that I am worthy of having all of those things? Not what others expect, not what social media says, not what a perfectly optimized routine looks like. You. Then evaluate, where am I trying to force something that no longer fits? Where do I need more support? Where do I need to stretch myself more? Every aligned routine has both. Support, what grounds you, nourishes you, stabilizes you. And then it's got stretch, what gently challenges you into becoming your next self. Without support, you actually burn out. And without stretch, you stay stagnant. With both, you grow steadily and sustainably. Any meaningful and lasting change requires four things: preparation, so understanding your why and preparing for the changes and actions that you want to take; practice, showing up consistently, even if it's imperfectly; and then persistence, continuing to do it again and again through the ebb and flow of life; and then finally, time, allowing for your transformation to unfold in the time that it needs. This is the True Bliss Alchemy formula. It is not flashy and it is definitely not instant, but it actually works because it honors who you are now and who you're becoming next. It takes you from where you are to where you want to be. And when you combine aligned routines with the True Bliss Alchemy formula, You create change that's meaningful and lasting, not through pressure, but through conscious intention and proactive action. As we enter into a new year, remember this: you don't need resolutions that are built on shame. You don't need a perfect routine to prove anything, and you don't need to abandon yourself for the sake of productivity. Your only job is to create a life that feels honest, a life that reflects what matters to you, how you want to feel, how you want to live, the woman you want to become, the truth that you're ready to live into, and the peace you're ready to claim. Remember, progress over perfection, alignment over achievement, intention over expectation. This is where real transformation actually begins. So, as you step into the new year, ask yourself, what routines are ready to evolve? What do I need to release? What support do I need? What stretch is calling me forward? And then prepare, put it into practice, be persistent, and then give yourself time. And above all, choose compassion over criticism, progress over perfection. You deserve routines that honor you, not routines that punish you. And all those small actions and shifts towards the direction that you want to take yourself actually build and compound over time. Remember that you are ever evolving and you get to course correct again and again and again, because the work of self-development never ends and is constantly ongoing. If this episode resonates, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.